What's up, guys? It's Liu Yang here, and today I'll be talking about my college semester. I finished my first semester of college, and I finished a total of 1/8 of my entire college life. It's actually crazy to think because I already finished entire 1/8 of my college life, and it's actually mind-boggling because of how fast just time flies. Even though I feel like this entire time, like it feels like college has been all I known. Like I feel like high school has been such a long time ago. Like I don't remember anything about high school and middle school anymore. I feel like college is all I known, but at the same time, the time just flew by. So I guess a quick piece of advice would be to always just remember that it's so important. It's so important to just enjoy your life. And what I mean by enjoy your life is not necessarily just doing whatever you want. Rather, you should enjoy your life through the ups and downs, through the suffering and pleasures, through everything, right? I'm a Christian and I believe in taking joy in every circumstance. And what this looks like is just choosing joy. Like joy, I believe, is a choice. Not everyone believes this, but I believe joy is a choice. It's a long-term type of choice that you can make for yourself. Yeah, so back to topic. This entire semester, essentially, it felt like a breeze. It flew by so quickly. Not that it was easy, but it flew by really quickly. In the beginning, it was pretty a pretty new experience for me because the first day I went to Duke, it was around like the move-in day. I felt like it was a very new environment. I didn't really know many people because only around like two other people from my school went to Duke, so I didn't really know much about Duke. It was a very strange experience, I would say, because it was like there was a welcome like the Duke like event or something. It was extremely vibrant, the community there, and yeah, everything was a very strange new environment. And I remember the first day after I went to bed, I was like, completely exhausted because of the such a long day that I had. And during the night we left our families and we went to into like the indoor Cameron Stadium for like to watch like something. I forgot exactly what it was, but it was really hype and it was really interesting. I'm at Duke right now. I'm a math and computer science major. That's my major. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna go down that route just as a basic Asian dude, I guess. And yeah, at some point I was actually contemplating three majors, but decided against that because that's probably gonna be too much work. So I'm sticking with two majors instead, math and computer science. And this semester, just so you guys know, I took a total of 4.5 classes. The classes were Math 221, which was linear algebra, Math 340, which was Advanced Introduction to Probability, Writing 101, the subtopic was Gender and Sexuality through Latin American Film. There is also Math 283S, which was Advanced Problem Solving Seminar, and there's also CS201, which was Data Structures and Algorithms. So throughout this entire time, I felt like in the beginning it was pretty hard already. Like it was pretty different from high school in the sense that the course was much harder and the content was more advanced. In addition, the courses had a very few exams, and those exams made the majority of your grade. For reference, for example, in linear algebra, 80% of your grade comes from 3 exams, which is midterm 1, midterm 2, and the final exam. With the midterm 1 taking up 20%, midterm 2 25%, and the final exam taking up 35%. So these 2 exams basically make the entire grade, and I felt like linear algebra was probably my toughest class throughout this entire time. And writing 101 was probably my easiest class because it was basically, if you did your work, you could get a good grade and you can do well. But another piece of philosophy or advice is that really grades don't really matter that much. Even though in the short run, it may seem like it matters a lot. And even to me, I really struggle with this. I feel like grades matter so much in my life. But in reality, grades don't really matter that much because it's really about the relationships you form along the way, the gratitude and the fulfillment you feel with your life, and that matters a lot more. I think the single most important thing in your life, in everyone's lives, in my opinion at least, are relationships that you form. Like the deep relationships that you can form in your life, if you have any like that. And I'm sure most of you guys do. And for those of you that don't have those deep relationships, I really encourage you to seek those out. So, yeah. And in terms of the social scene at Duke, I feel like everyone here is really nice and really kind. I would say basically like everyone I met has been very a great person, very supportive, very amazing in their own way. People here are extremely unique in their own way. And Duke doesn't just bring nerds together; it brings people, all types of people together. Not people who just love studying, but people who love like sports, for instance, or other instruments, musical things. So Duke doesn't really have that many nerds. I feel like it's just like it's a very balanced and very diverse environment for sure. And also, there's a very large range of socioeconomic classes at Duke, starting from like really low income background families and like to really rich people, or really wealthy people. So I met a huge range of socioeconomic backgrounds. I also met people from all over the world, including like places like that you won't expect, like Burma or Myanmar, Kenya, Spain, China, and there's a ton more that I'm not even thinking of right now. And these people have their own cultures, and yeah, it's just really interesting interacting with everyone like this. And I would say that in general, it has just been an amazing time at Duke, and everything has been just pretty solid, I think. I mean, of course, the food at Duke is amazing because, I mean, even though most people have already got bored of the food at Marketplace, which is the dining hall on East Campus that many people eat from, I felt that the food at Marketplace is still amazing. It's still really tasty because there's been this one year in like 8th grade, I think I ate a sandwich, like a very plain sandwich with like just straight lettuce, for a year, and I was never bored of that. So yeah, overall this was just a very great experience. My grades, I think they're okay. Oh yeah, one other thing I forgot to mention is that the clubs at Duke are extraordinarily competitive because I actually applied to 7 clubs and I was rejected by all 7 clubs. So these clubs are pretty competitive. As you can see, I got rejected from all 7 clubs, which is pretty unlikely, I think, but it might be a skill issue or something. I also took the Putnam examination. I'm hopeful I got around 15-20 on the Putnam, which is not too bad. So considering the median's around a 1 and the average around like 5 out of this is an exam out of 120 in case you don't know. And in case you don't know what the Putnam is essentially a college math competition that around 4,000 of the most brightest math students across the nation take. So it's pretty competitive for sure. And also finally grades. I think I did pretty well in terms of grades. I think I secured 1 A+, 3 A's, and maybe 1 A minus. That might get bumped today, but probably stay A minus. So I should be probably like 3.93. So it's not too bad. And I think that's all for discussion about Duke so far. And I hope you guys will see you guys again in the future.